live right here on KTSU 90.9, 1972. Baby, that's when the year I started working at KYOK. And believe it or not, we was around. Mr. Rick Roberts was our program director. Mr. Bernard Walker was our station manager. George Boogaloo Frazier was our music director. And our disc jockeys was Don Sam, Ernie G, Baby Dave Felder, George Boogaloo Frazier, and what can we say, Bobby Earl, Bobby O.J., the late but never forgotten Bobby O.J., and we had Reverend Ricky Williams that was going to Elkins Institute to be a disc jockey. And we're live right here on the campus of KTSU, and I got my good friend Ricky Williams that I've been knowing. Rick, I've been knowing you well over 50 years, Ricky.
Yeah, about that long.
Yeah, without a doubt, because the station opened in 1972,
right?
And I went to work for KYOK in 1971,
right?
And you were still entertaining at the Center Club for Ray Barnett.
That's right.
Getting ready to go to Elkins Institute to be a disc jockey.
Right.
And so KTSU wasn't even open at that time.
No,
And tell us, because Rick Roberts was my boss, Rick the one who hired me, Rick hired you. And when this station first opened up, was Charles Porter, what was he at?
Charles was not, Charles was over there as the general manager. I was at KYOK at the time. We sent Charles from KYOK to KTSU.
Okay.
And I came by one day to check on Rick, and Rick asked me to help him with Gospel Sunday. I was only supposed to work one Sunday, and I've been here 33 years.
Wow. You've been working for KTSU?
33 years. 33 years.
Wow. 33 years? And when you first started working over here, so the station was only about 17 years old when you started working?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, now when you started working, you came to us when I was at KYOK to be a disc jockey going to Elkins Institute to get your third-class license.
Right.
And I got out of radio in 1978 when Monty Lane and them came up with Magic 102. I got out of radio when FM came in. You know, and me and Mike Taylor, along with, you remember Dorothy Shelley?
Yep.
Okay, me, Mike, and Dorothy Shelley went over there to talk to Monty Laney, who was the owner of KLYX Clicks.
All right.
Was the name of the station.
Right.
Because when we was at KYOK, we was losing a lot of our audience to FM stations.
Right.
In fact, KRBE beat us out.
Right.
KAUM, when Jewel McGowan was working at KAUM, they beat us out.
Right.
And then they had another station called KLRY, Curly.
Right.
They beat us out. And we knew FM was going into coming in and AM was going out. But KYOK refused to get an FM station.
Right.
And me and Dorothy and Mike Cavell, which was Mike Taylor, you knew him as before, but other people at 102 know him as Mike Cavell.
Right.
And Mike and Dorothy went over there to try to talk to Monty Laney to turn the station over to R&B, which is black. And he refused to.
Right.
He even put the station in as a 24-hour news station.
Right.
Ain't nowhere in the world he was gonna work.
Yeah.
So what got me upset when he decided to change the format over, he went up to LA and got Robert Maddox to come out here to be the station manager.
Right.
And Maddox brought Jewel McGowan down here with him. And I felt like that I was entitled to at least try to get a recognition for being a music director, something.
Right.
And they never did give me no recognition, and I knew how to sell bread, so I just got out of the radio. I got disgusted. But
that's the same thing happened to me. When they sold KYOK, I went to work for Johnny Taylor for 2 years.
Okay.
And after working for Johnny for 2 years, I got called to the ministry.
Okay.
Well, I came by KTSU one day to check on Rick, because I know Rick had left KYOK and came over to KTSU with Bernard Walker.
Okay.
Well, Rick told me then that he needed some help with Gospel Sunday. I came in and I played overnight from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. for 12 years.
Was that Carl
12
Harris
years.
and George Nelson?
Carl Harris was still, Carl was there. George Nelson was still there.
Okay.
That was before George passed.
Right.
And but Rick told me he had to break the shift up because Carl Harris was on the air for 8 hours. And you know you can't be on radio for no 8 hours.
Right.
That's mental stress. So he gave me the 2 to 6 shift. I worked that shift 12 years, was not compensated, got disgusted, got ready to quit one day, and George Thomas is the one that told me, said, no, you can't quit. I'm putting you in 6 to 10.
Wait a minute, when George Thomas, wasn't Bernard Walker the general manager at one time?
Bernard Walker was the general manager.
Now that was our station manager at KYK before I left.
Right. But
Okay.
see, this was way after Bernard passed the torch on to Rick.
Okay.
Rick had 2 strokes. After that second stroke, he couldn't come back. That's when George Thomas was elected to be the general manager.
The GM, okay.
And he the one put me in 6 to 10. And I've been playing 6 to 10, I want to say 27 years or more now.
Wow, that's 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., which is the morning drive.
Right.
What we call in radio the morning drive.
Right.
Now, over those period of years, Ricky, you know, when this station first got started, I remember Dr. Coleman. I remember Dickie Rosenthal, which was the general manager for KILT.
Right.
I remember Bill Young, which was also the program director over at KILT.
Right.
And then I remember Mike Patrizio, which was the general manager over at KCOH. Okay. And then I remembered after that, I remembered other people that came in to help jumpstart this new FM black radio station, because KTSU is the first black FM radio station in Houston.
Right.
It was here before any of these FM stations that you listen to today.
Yeah.
It was always number 1, KTSU was here first.
Right.
And then later on, which was probably about 5 years later, Monty Laney finally changed the format to R&B. And then they came out with KMJQ.
And they ran on the computer for a whole, 2 years?
Wow.
They ran on the computer for a whole 2 years before they brought in live disc jockeys.
Over at KMJQ.
Yes.
This is history that you guys need to know.
And it was Clicks, the music station.
Yeah, because that was Monty Laney.
Right.
Because Mike and Dorothy had begged him to turn that format over. And what he did, he gave Mike a job on the air working under Robert Maddox. Gave Dorothy Shelley a job by being a sales personality in sales. And I didn't want to work no more. I went on and got on out of the radio business, period, and got back into my bread business.
You about like I am. Whenever I get ready to walk out, something happens.
Yeah. And you know, and to see the station celebrating 50 years, you already have celebrated 33 years.
33 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, these disc jockeys ain't gonna last that long, Ricky.
No. And you know, I'm still doing a 4-hour shift.
Wow.
That's unheard of.
Because see, I was the first one to do 8 hours, by the way.
Okay.
When I was at KYK. I worked from 12 to 8.
Whoa.
Yes. Don Sam even took my place when I went on vacation.
All right.
And I worked between 2 gospel people.
All right.
I relieved George Nelson at 12 o'clock. Noon. And then Carl Harris relieved me at 8 o'clock p.m. that evening.
All right.
That's how that went.
Okay.
And then later on, Rick let inexperienced disc jockey work out on Sunday nights, which would be early Monday morning.
Right. Well, the overnight shift is where you hone your craft. That's where you get good.
Right.
On the overnight shift. And I think working that overnight shift for as long as I did, I was able to really hone my craft. And I always record my show and go back and listen to it. Even right now, I still record my show and go back and listen to it.
You know, and to see the different times of the format that KTSU have had over the last 33 years you've been here, Ricky.
Yeah.
And you have watched this city grow in the last 33 years. You watched this campus grow, and you watched this station grow. Because back in the day when you first started, You couldn't pick up KTSU outside Third Ward.
No,
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
You know, so I want to thank you, Ricky, for being and spending this time with me and letting people know the real history of KTSU.
All right.
Because
All right.
this is the real history.
Yep.
Because you was there to see this. I was outside to see it because when I first started out, when they first opened up on the air, I was at KYK. Me, the late but never forgotten Bobby Earl, Ernie G, Baby Dave Felder. Half of these guys are gone.
Right.
Boogaloo George.
Right.
Don Sam. All of us was there at KYK. And we can't forget about Joe Sanders. All of us was part of KYK.
And the guy that I really enjoyed watching work drive time, the late Bobby O.J. I've never seen a disc jockey stand up and play music until I seen Bobby O.J.
And you know, we got to thinking about the late but never forgotten Bobby O.J. And what can we say about Bobby O.J. when he left KYK? He also went over there to WBON in Chicago. I followed Bobby all the way to the time he left over at Memphis and WDIA. And I want to thank you, Ricky, for your time.
All right.
God bless you.
All right.
And I hope to hear from you again. And do you still come on the air?
Still come on there. I'll be in out of town preaching this Sunday. I'll be back next Sunday.
But that's a KTSU
morning drive from 6 to 10.
And it's called Sunday morning?
The Sunday morning worship drive.
All right. Thank you, Ricky.
All right.
God bless you.
I used to be so uninspired, yeah. But when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. I get so tired, yeah. For the day I met you, I was so unkind. You're the key to my peace of mind. You make me feel. You make me feel like Not you.